as Chris explained, the purpose of Sandy's speech was to address the opposition. She was essentially supposed to come up here and talk about something that was a little controversial and persuade us to see her point of view. Well, you probably didn't have much difficulty persuading us to get rid of taxes, Sandy. That was something that I think you had all of us all on board for very early. You did a great job of using an icebreaker to bring us all in. Fill in the blank, death and taxes. That was a good way to warm up the audience, especially when you're addressing opposition. It's great to warm up the audience and get them on your side early on. Another thing that you did really well is you listed out the WIFM. And anybody know what WIFM is? What's in it for me? And Sandy had a long laundry list of things that would be a benefit for us for using the fair tax. You know, why is it good for us? You know, listing those things out point by point, and then giving examples of why this point would be a benefit to us personally. And that's good because people really don't care about what's going on with other people in general. We want to know what's good for us. So that was really well done. Now, one thing that I would recommend is you spent a lot of time behind the lectern. And I agree with what Lee said in that if you brought your notes out and put them right here, that would give you an opportunity to talk to this side of the audience and talk to this side of the audience and really give Orlando a workout whenever he's using it. And that's what we want to do, is to have good purposeful movement, not just a lot of moving back and forth. But I think that would be helpful to have your notes here so you could be a little closer to us and warm your audience up as well. One other suggestion that I wrote down is perhaps to address some of the opposition. Why are people not for the fair tax? And how could you persuade us to see it from a different point of view? You know, why is that opposing view an incorrect or a misperception view? So give us the, you know, why shouldn't we do fair tax, and this is why I think that that's really misdirected. So it brings back. The final thing that I think you did really, really well is you had a really good command of the audience whenever you were addressing questions. Specifically, you addressed the person who was asking the question and saying, gosh, that's a really good question that you asked. Essentially, giving them a kudo for asking the question. You essentially readdress the question, and then you answer the question to the best of your ability. And that's something, just in the impromptu, like table topics, to be able to answer questions on your feet is a skill that I think you've accomplished very well. Mr. Maxford,